Hey, it's Asia here with the WNBA Daily Swish recap for last night's games. I don't know about you, but man, that first matchup between the Phoenix Mercury and the Seattle Storm had me on my feet, jumping up and down and biting my nails. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. This game was a nail biter going into overtime. Seattle Storm did not have Breanna Stewart, who was out with an ankle injury, but you had players like Samuelson, who stepped up with 18 points, and Sue Bird giving in 16 points. Phoenix had all the players and necessities they needed to have a little edge over Seattle, with players such as Griner scoring 23 points and 16 rebounds, Diana Taurasi putting in 14 points and 6 points in the overtime. Diggins Smith scored 20 points total for Phoenix as well. This was a great game between both teams as they went into overtime. Phoenix eventually took the lead as Seattle was scrambling for a comeback, but did not succeed. And you had a memorable moment between two GOATs, Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi, exchanging jerseys as they could have had their last face-off with each other in playoff games. It hasn't been officially announced that Sue Bird will retire, but let's hope she'll give it another year. What do you guys think? The final score for that game was 85-80 in overtime. Now, our second game was the Chicago Sky taking on the Minnesota Lynx, where Courtney Vandersloot was the heat of the night. She was definitely high on motivation and aggression and couldn't be stopped. She scored 19 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. Actually, the whole team was flying sky high. You had Kalia Copper, who had 16 points and 10 rebounds. Diamond Shields had 14. Azura Stevens had 15 points. And Allie Quigley had 11 points. For Minnesota, it was a tough night to face off against a whole team who was strong from the beginning. Ariel Powers had 24 points. Kayla McBride had 19 points, but was desperate and struggling with her threes in the fourth quarter. And then Defensive Player of the Year, Sylvia Fowles, couldn't even stop the Chicago Sky. She ended up scoring 17 points for the Minnesota Lynx. The final score for that game was 89-76 as the Chicago Sky move on to the semifinals. Semifinals will begin tomorrow night, Tuesday, September 28th on ESPN2 with our first round matchup of the Chicago Sky taking on the Connecticut Sun at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, followed by the Phoenix Mercury versus Las Vegas Aces at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2 as well. Be sure to catch these games and all your updates in my WNBA Daily Swish Facebook group, Instagram, and now on my TikTok page. Remember, if it ain't high, it ain't a swish.